Hello everyone, welcome back to another Clash of Clans video. Town Hall 17 update is upon us soon. What better time to make a pets tier list for heroes, the optimal pets for each hero from Town Hall 14 to 16, and the best equipments for the pets. Before we start, I just want to say that all ground pets can jump over walls, except for Mighty Yak, which I have yet to see it jump over walls or mentioned online. Comment below if I'm wrong. Alright, so at Town Hall 14, we unlock the pet house with the first pet, Lassi. She is a tanky unit which can jump over walls, deals melee damage and pairs well with AQ, Ground, Grand Warden or RC, as she draws a lot of aggro at the front line, keeping the army alive longer. Lassi is in C tier. Second pet is Electro Owl. He attacks with Chain Lightning to hit 2 targets and prioritize the target that the hero is currently targeting. He is unable to trigger traps, but can be affected by them if a nearby air unit triggers them. He is a squishy attacker and is best paired with Ground, GW or AQ. Electro Owl is in B tier and is an upgrade to Lassi with 1.1k lesser HP but higher DPS and longer attack range, keeping it safer from defenses and dealing poke damage that stacks up over time as long as he is far away from air defenses. The third pet is Mighty Yak, the mini wall wrecker with slightly lower stats, good pet with Archer Queen and best pet with Barbarian King. He has less than half DPS but 2.2k more hit points than Lassi. However, he saves time for breaking through walls faster so that the entire army can deal damage to buildings instead of walls. Mighty Yak is in A tier, especially good at pet with a ground army. The fourth pet is Unicorn, the ground squishy single unit healer. Is even stronger if paired with druids or healers to help heroes tank a lot of damage, sustain their healing, and great for Queen or Warden Walk. Very helpful for early frontlining with troops and heroes from a corner. The Unicorn is however more costly than the healer when it comes to recalling a hero walk, since the recall spell tricks the Unicorn is taking up 20 housing space, which is 6 housing space more than a healer. A non-max recall spell might have problem recalling a hero, 3 healers and a unicorn which take up 87 space. Okay, Unicorn is in S tier and it's a great game changer to help lower level troops take down higher Town Hall level bases. Great pet with AQ or GW but bad pet with DK or RC as they simply die too quickly due to getting too much aggro from defenses. For pet upgrades, you want to focus on Unicorn and Mighty Yak and possibly even Electro Owl if you have leftover Dark Elixir and max up the Unicorn and Mighty Yak. Lassi is optional and can be skipped if you max out most of your Town Hall 14 buildings and are going over to Town Hall 15 soon, or you're already at Town Hall 15. At Town Hall 15, the fifth pet is Frosty and he acts as a weaker Yeti support and ranged frost attacker. Frosty and his frostbites debuff effect works similarly to an ice golem. The attacks slow down units, reducing affected defensive buildings or enemy CC troops fire rate by 50% for 2 seconds. He deals 130 DPS, less than half of Lassi's DPS, and has 3.3k HP, 800 less than Lassi. He is in A tier and best pet with AQ or Grand Warden. Sixth pet is Diggy and he digs underground like a miner and pops up to stun defenses and melee attack. Best paired with RC or GW and great for attracting and sharing aggro from heroes half of the time and avoiding single infernal channeling beam from building up even more DPS. He deals 150 DPS, slightly more than half of Lassi's, and has 5,000 hit points, 900 more than Lassi. Diggy is in S tier. 7 pet is Poison Lizard, and he acts like an single target poison spell attacker that poisons only heroes and troops. This is great for enemy heroes that are nearby to each other, but bad if the enemy heroes are far apart, as Poison Lizard will leave the safety of the army and travel across the enemy base without any protection or cover to hunt down the remaining heroes or troops, which will result in its early knockdown from aggro and defenseless fire. He is a weaker form of poison spell and headhunter, but he is a great alternative to Electro Owl due to his attack and move speed debuff, and overall increasing army's survivability. He is in B tier with Electro Owl, with higher DPS for first target and 1,300 lesser hit points than Electro Owl. Like all ground units, except for the Mighty Yak, Poison Lizard can jump over walls. Thus, the Poison Lizard's poison debuff sticks with poison spell and or Headhunter's debuffs. Comment below if you know this. 8 pet is a Phoenix, and he acts like Warden's Eternal Doom ability to revive a knocked out hero and grant them and himself 8 seconds of invulnerability to continue fighting before returning to knockout and normal status. He is in S tier with Unicorn and best pet with BK or RC, who are prone to getting too much aggro from defenses and mid and early end. For pet upgrades, level up Phoenix, Diggy, and Frosty while skipping Poison Lizard. At Town Hall 16, the 9th pet is Spirit Fox, and it acts like an invisibility spell attacker to turn itself and a hero invisible temporarily for 4 seconds, and then take a 6 seconds cooldown before repeating the invisibility spell. Very helpful to remove aggro from the pet and hero to divert attention to tankier units. Spirit Fox is in S tier and best pet with BK or RC. The 10th pet, the final one, is Angry Jelly, and he acts like a defense aggro attacker that causes heroes to attack defenses for the first 35 seconds after deployment. He will stay above the hero and target defenses in its range. He is untargetable by both defenses and traps while he is brainwashing the hero. Angry Jelly is in A tier and best pet with AQ or GW. For pet upgrades, you should level up Spirit Fox and then Angry Jelly. Now here is the most optimal pet unlock and pairing from Town Hall 14 to 16. Starting with Town Hall 14 and first pet Lassi should pair with RC. Second pet Electro Owl should pair with Ground Warden. Third pet Mighty Yak should pair with BK, and fourth pet Unicorn should pair with AQ. Alternatively, you could switch the pairings between Yak and BK with Unicorn and AQ. If you're using BK to clear out the surrounding buildings, instead of using troops like Yeti, E-Drag, P.E.K.K.A or Wizard to funnel. At Town Hall 15 with 5th pet Frosty, he is a great addition with slow debuff, so you could pair him with Ground Warden so you can skip, or you can skip his upgrade and pair. 6th pet Lee, he is another powerful stun debuff, and he shares aggro with your army, so pair him with RC. 7th pet Poison Lizard is not better than Poison Spell or Headhunter, so feel free to skip him. The 8th pet Phoenix pairs with RC, and Diggy will now pair with BK, removing Mighty Yak. At Town Hall 16 with 9th pet Spirit Fox pairs with RC, Phoenix pairs with DK, and Diggy pairs with GW, removing Frosty or Electro Owl. At this point, Angry Jelly can be skipped as it is still low level and optional, and the current combo is already optimized and can be one of your final builds for normal or war attacks. The 10th final pet, Angry Jelly, has 3 variations. The first combo is AJ pairs with BK, Phoenix or Unicorn pairs with AQ, removing or keeping Unicorn with AQ. The second combo is AJ pairs with AQ, removing Unicorn. These 2 combos are for your CC troops, and they have their optimal spells and equipment requirements. If Unicorn pairs with AQ, she could be equipped with the mandatory Frozen Arrow and either Magic Mirror, Invisibility Valve, or Archer Puppet for tackling majority Single Infernos or Mana. If Phoenix pairs with AQ, she should be equipped with the mandatory Invisibility Valve and either Frozen Arrow or Giant Arrow. If Angry Jellies, if AJ pairs with AQ or BK, spells should include Recall, Overgrowth, Invisibility for protection and safety, include Jump or Earthquake for traveling into the core of the base. Angry Jelly is great for lowering CC, and BK is another option, but I won't recommend it because of how risky and dangerous it is for BK, and how quickly his HP will go down and he'll become knocked out. Now for the third combo, AJ pairs with GW, Diggy pairs with BK, Unicorn or Phoenix pairs with AQ, removing or keeping Phoenix with AQ. If AJ pairs with GW, it should be equipped with Fireball and either Rage Gem or Lava Loon Puppet, with the other spells mentioned above, like Recall, OG, and Invisibility to Fireball at the core of the base, and then dip out with Recall spell to redeploy your Grand Warden and AJ. You might want to use some healers or druids while you are doing this. For the rest of the equipment and spell loadout depends on the situation or army composition, whether it's air or ground based. So we have reached the end of the video. So what's your best pet pairings and am I wrong about them? Comment below and let me know if you want to see more Clash of Clans video guides or tier lists. Thanks for watching. Please like and sub for the algos, and I'll see you all next time. Adios.